Good evening for me, morning, afternoon, late night for you all. So I'll say that here. Let's keep it going. Thank you all who've been showing up for my live lessons. Expect the mass email tomorrow asking for some confirmation. You need to speak with me, office hours, please and thank you. A little bit about myself. We are continuing in Unit 1. We're actually going to finish Unit 1. Some lessons here for us, some Nearpods. I threw in a map of Africa for ancient Egypt, history of Egypt, the New Kingdom, and I just threw in a map of Asia for us as well. Let's continue with this ancient India Indus civilization. Lesson 10. As always, a little bit of reading, a little bit of Salcedanes, and then you owe me some questions at the end. Monsoon. Vocabulary term, a seasonal wind that brings a vast amount of rain. How much rain? A lot of rain. How long does it rain in India during the monsoons? It rains from June to September. Anywhere from 30 to 59 inches. 12 inches is 1 foot. We're talking about 2.5 feet to almost 5 feet of rain. So I had to ask, what is the longest it has rained in India? It rained for 86 days in 1995. Almost 3 months of continuous rain. Crazy, crazy. Right, the monsoons, what is it that we're looking at? Quick geography, if you saw my map earlier, India itself is on the Asia subcontinent. Right, here's China, here's Pakistan, Afghanistan. If you go this way, you're in French Indochina, Indian Ocean, Sri Lanka, Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal. Right? Essentially, these waters come in, these rains, winds that causes a lot of rainfall. Right? They are protected from Asia by the Himalayan mountains. For my supernatural people, this is where we have the creature known as the Yeti, the abominable snowman. New Delhi is their capital. India is very, very populated today. Most populated country on earth, maybe second. What is the population of India? The population of India is 1.4 billion people. How does that compare? What is the population of the USA? The population is 339.1 million. India has 4 times the population of the US. Right? Wow. Wow. Just wow. Sorry if we couldn't see that. Let me throw that in here for you guys. There you go. 3.31 million compared to 1.4 billion. Anyways, I'll leave India for you guys. The geography of the subcontinent, or some geography that I gave you on Nearpod. It's triangular shaped, rich natural resources. It's called Mother India. As in Egypt, the land has been revered as sacred. Right? Indian subcontinent extends southwest region of Asia, right? South, east, sorry, my bad, north, south, and west. So this part of Asia, drawing it out for you guys. It's bound on 2 sides by the Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea, and the Bay of Bengal. Geographically, it is very diverse. In the north, bordering modern China, highest mountain range on Earth, snow-covered Himalayas. In the west, the Thar Desert, and we got some plateaus. It is mostly a fertile plain, so a lot of farming. It's called the Indo-Gangetic Plain. Gangetic Plain? I don't think I pronounced that correctly. 2 ancient rivers which derive from the Indus and the Ganges. Known as father of rivers, the Indus is located in Pakistan, flowing from the Himalayas right into India. Like the Nile, its annual flooding not only supplies vast amounts of otherwise dry plain, it also washes rich soil down the mountains. Flooding does occur during the monsoons. What are the monsoons? A period of a lot of rain. So in India, the Indus Sarasvati civilization developed along the rivers Indus in the northwest region, right? Northwest of the India subcontinent. Because it no longer exists, scholars place the Indus civilization in the Indus River Valley. Much of modern India culture can be traced back to this civilization. India is approximately named after the Indus. Megarth, Megarth, I'm not sure I pronounced that either. It is the earliest known settlement on the Indus continent dating to about 6,500 BC. So zero before zero, 6,500 years. It is also considered the largest and most advanced of the ancient world. At one point, its population was over 35,000. During the same time period, the whole population of the Nile River was no more than 30,000. It's just one city, bigger than Nile civilization. Crazy. It's believed to exist several years before the Sumerians of 4,500 BC. So history goes back, right, with the M, with Mech people. Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro are also, man, I mean, let me just read for you guys a bit. It covered 168 acres. Many farmed wheat and barley, goats and cattle. They made pottery and metal drills. Some copper pieces have been found. You must have a hot enough fire to melt copper ore. In other words, they were technologically advanced because they were making things out of metal. Uh, Metal age before the years. Crazy. Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro. Mohenjo-Daro is one of the more popular known parts of India. Sometime between 2600 and 2200, it was abandoned. Its culture carried on. Scholars see the direct connection between Mech and the development of the Indus civilization. Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro are the largest and most developed communities that have existed in the Indus River Valley. Like Mech, Harappa, and Daro, very large populations exceeding 30,000. To accommodate too many people, Harappa and Daro were well planned. Streets were built on a grid, literally. Like, here's how the city's going to be, and here were homes and whatnot. It was beautiful. Main thoroughways ran north and south and east and west. Cities were also divided into sections. They had two distinct areas, residential and an area for public buildings such as the Great Bath and the Citadel. These cities also had public wells. Probably the most important feature was the use of sewers and drainage systems. The drainage of water, wastewater included toilets. They had toilets 6,500 years before zero. Crazy. Crazy for them. What? They had toilets? Yes, they had toilets. Science and tech. Let's change this up. And let's continue here. Mud bricks, also known as adobe. 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 Of the Indus, each a testament to the mathematical abilities of the people. Each brick was constructed according to a standard height, 1, 2, 4. In other words, the length of the brick was 4 times as long as its height, and while the width was twice as high. This standardization helped the mass production of bricks. So bricks were made accordingly. So let's just build things out of brick. The construction of mud bricks was not the only thing toward which these people applied their math. The first standard of weights also measured. The measurements were extremely precise. Wow. Wow. To the people of ancient India. Let me clear this. They would trade. No seagoing boats have been found among the ruins. However, among cuneiform tablets, think of hieroglyphs. They're just writing. Mesopotamians are referenced to land in Melula, Melua, my bad, believed to be the people of the Indus River Valley because of the many Indus artifacts. So did they not? Indus people did not have a formal system of writing. However, they did communicate in some ways using symbols and seen over 400 known symbols. All right, for example, here. I read, I shared, we got some questions. Seasonal winds, what mountains, what is it shaped like, what city, 6,500. Again, what kind of bricks, sewage. Enjoy. You have questions, please let me know. Be good, be well. You all have a good one. Let me stop sharing this. I will say au revoir, bonjour, cuídense.